Book of Ephesians 5:18, intoxicating drink. 4:17 through 22, put off the old man. 4:23 through 29, put on the new man. 6:10 through 17, armor of Creator. 6:12 through 13, not fighting flesh but spiritual wickedness. 4:28, let him who stole no longer steal but do what's good. 4:29, let no corrupt communication proceed from your lips. 4:25, put away lying, speak truth to all. We are all members of each other. 2:11, once Gentiles in the flesh. 4:9 through 10, he ascended. What does it mean? But he also first descended into the lower parts of the earth. He who descended also ascended high above the heavens, that he might fill all things. 3:6, that the Gentiles should be fellow heirs of the same body, partakers in thy promise in Christ through the Gospels. 3:8, to me it was given, who is less than the less of the saints, that I should preach to the Gentiles the unsearchable riches of treasures of Christ, or the unsearchable riches of Christ. 3:9, to make all people see what is the fellowship of the mystery, which is from the beginning of ages have been with Creator. 3:10, to the intent that now the manifold wisdom of Creator might be known by the church to the principalities and power in the heavenly places. 3:19, to know the love of Christ, which passes knowledge, that you might be filled with all the fullness of Creator. 4:3, endeavoring to keep the unity of the Spirit in bond of peace. 4:11, he himself gave some to his apostles, the prophets, the evangelists, the pastors, and teachers. 4:13, till we all come to unity of faith and knowledge of Christ. 4:14, that we be no longer children, tossed to and fro, carried about by the wind of doctrine, by trickery of men. 4:18, having their understanding darkened, being alienated from life of Creator because of ignorance that is in them, the hardening of their hearts. 4:25, putting away lying, each one speak truth to their neighbors, for we are all members of one another. 5:14, awake, you who are asleep. Arise from the dead, Christ will give you light. 5:15, see that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise. 5:16, redeeming the time, because the days are evil. 5:18, don't be drunk with wine, in which is a dissipation, but be filled with the Spirit. 5:22, the wives submit to the husbands. 5:23, husbands is head of the wife, as Christ was head of the church. 5:25, husbands love your wives, just as Christ loved the church. 6:4, fathers, don't provoke your children to wrath, bring them up in the training and admonition of Creator. 6:11, put on the whole armor of Creator, that you may be able to stand against the evil one. 6:12, for we don't wrestle against flesh and blood, but against principalities, powers, the rulers of darkness, this in every age, against spiritual hosts of wickedness in the heavenly places. 6:13, take up the whole armor of Creator, to withstand in the evil day, having done all to stand.